All right. Greetings, all. Thank you for returning to my channel. I'm Professor Nooney. Allow me to welcome you to the Custom Boxer Bare Knuckle Tournament. The second one, that is the key here. This is the second tournament we're going to be holding. Fight Night Champion Custom Boxer Bare Knuckle Tournament. I got 16 brand new fighters, never seen before in any of my tournaments, although I've only had one thus far. Hopefully I have two. I've had much more. But this is the second edition. We have 16 fighters ready to roll. Everybody maxed out to 100 as per the stipulations of the Custom Boxer Bare Knuckle Tournament. Everyone has to be on the same plane, on the exact same footing, so there are no unfair advantages. So if we go down the list here, we have Freddy Krueger. He will come in your nightmares and probably kill you. That's just his business. Stone Cold Steve Austin, we have him here. He's retired from the WWE. He figured if he can survive that, he could survive boxing. So that's why he has joined our tournament. Gucci Mane, I believe, is having a little bit of trouble in his life, so he wants to earn a little bit of fame to get his career back on track. For those who don't know, that Radrick Davis is his real name. Gucci Mane is the stage name. Kanye West figured, well, if he can get involved in politics, he can get involved in boxing. Why not? It's a free for all. Michael Jordan, I mean, how is this illogical? He was a basketball player. He went to go play baseball, came right back to basketball, and now he's getting into boxing. I mean, it makes complete sense. We have Ronald McDonald, but obviously the black version of him. Very angry that they choose and insist on going with that coward and that thief who steals people's acts and steals their... I don't know if you know this, but clowns actually can trademark their face makeup. I don't know all of the stipulations or whatnot that come with it, but it is very much possible. Black Ronald McDonald trying to get in here to just, vent some frustration out. It'll be very much incredible if he wins this tournament. It would be probably almost poetic, if you will, to beat up anybody that comes his way and then come out on top to show that he's number one, which will reflect probably McDonald's place in the fast food industry as being number one. Chuck Liddell and Quentin Jackson, both of them former UFC fighters joining this tournament. I mean, if Conor McGregor can do it, they figured, why can't they do it? We have Popeye the Sailor Man. Although it has been written in contract, he is not allowed to use spinach between rounds or before any fight. That is considered contraband and is considered performance enhancement substance. He is not allowed to have any of that. Hopefully that will not hinder his performance. Forrest Gump has joined us. There was a little bit of debate whether or not we can allow him into the tournament. As you know, there may be some sort of mental restriction, if you will. Let's put it that way. That may hinder his performance. But we figured if he was strong enough to play football, then pretty sure and do well in that sport, then he can do well in boxing. So he's been allowed in, and he's also shown proficiency in other fields, just life in general, starting movements and sayings and whatnot. So he has been allowed to participate into the tournament. Shaq has also joined our tournament, former basketball star. I figure, well, if Michael Jordan is coming in here, I used to be a basketball player, and I was a police officer. So why can't I enter this tournament if Michael Jordan did that and he did one thing less than I did? Chuck Norris, I mean, come on. Martial arts champion, combat guru. It was almost to have been expected or almost questioned why was he not in the first one. So he's decided to join this tournament. Jason Statham, action movie star, former Olympic diver, decided to join boxing, probably wants to mimic either the behavior or give tribute or homage to Ricky Hatton, a tremendous British boxer himself. Kratos, the god of war, why wouldn't he want to be a boxer? All the opponents that he's come up, he probably has more experience in a wide variety of arch nemesis, opponents, fighters, killers, what have you. He may, in fact, take this one by storm. We don't know exactly, as we had no idea who would win the first one. Lo and behold, who came out to win. And now we could make predictions if we want, but we've already seen that your predictions could be incredibly wrong. Kobe Bryant, RIP, in his spirit, we decided to add him to the tournament. We are not allowed to explain how we were able to manage to do that. We have technology that has not been released to the public. That's all I'll say about that. And then finally, Rick Ross is in this tournament. It would be probably an incredible fight if he came up against Gucci Mane at one point in this tournament. So as always, as is tradition, what we did in our first tournament, we will shuffle these seeds, and I must do it on camera. 10 times to show that there is no funny business going on here and that we are not seeding these fighters in accordance with how we want the bracket to be. I believe that was 10, if I'm not mistaken. So these are our two groups. We'll have 8 fighters in each group. It will come down to the last 2 fighters, just like before. One winner from each group that remains, and they will fight each other. That's how we're going to do this. Let us continue to the group stage to see who will be our first fighter. Excuse me, our first fight. So, round 1, fight 1, or maybe I should start labeling these as Group A, fight 1, and then Group B, fight 1, what have you. We have Radrick Davis, which is Gucci Mane, and he will be fighting Rampage Quentin Jackson. Another thing that you must remember is that all of our fighters are set to 100 overall. That is, oh, I believe I mentioned that already. If I'm not mistaken, I did mention that all of our fighters must be, all of our fighters must be set to 100 overall. So we have here Radrick Davis against Quentin Rampage Jackson. Contracts are stipulated where they are to fight. We are no longer doing. Yes. So we have our fighters fighting at the State Palace Theater. That being said, we should go to the actual fight itself. Here we are in New Orleans. Nearly sold out crowd. I believe the stipulation for the folks being able to come here was that they had to be vaccinated. Both of them getting excited, or rather the crowd getting very excited for the fight. Seeing Gucci Mane in the crowd, in the ring, reaching out to the crowd. Quentin Jackson, he himself stated that he will not be the one to be thrown, body slammed, or what have you. And he is aware that he is not allowed to do that. All the formalities out of the way, let's get started with the first round of our tournament, the first fight of our tournament, the first round of the first fight. Again, this is a single elimination tournament. Whoever loses, they are out. Both men trying to come in, find an angle on the other. Pretty good right hooks by Quentin right there. Gucci Mane does not appear to be intimidated. But although he does back up to recompose himself. Wow, already, what a huge uppercut by Gucci Mane. Rampage stumbling back, guarding up. Will he recover from this? He appears to have. Gucci Mane with that uppercut. That right arm looks to be very dangerous, showing it out there early on in the fight. Quentin trying to come in with some angles. Clinches. Gucci Mane trying to go for the body, and it looks like Quentin is trying to mimic his boxing style of coming in with uppercuts. Says if it dazed me, perhaps it can daze him. He is only human. Does catch him with a really good left uppercut there. Oh, what a good shot. Quentin going with those jabs. Gucci tried to clinch right there. Quentin said no. Circling around, trying to find an angle. Missing with that left uppercut, Rampage. Less than 10 seconds left in the round. End of round 1. Let us go to the corners.
Fight. You gotta pick it up. You hear me? You gotta pick it up. All right, deep breath now. Deep breath. Relax. Relax. Are you all right? Now I need you to keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Don't worry now, all right? I need you to focus.
And here we are, start of round 2. Both fighters coming out, meeting up in the center of the ring. Nobody sticking to the outside. They both appear to be either brawlers or inside fighters. Whatever they are indeed swinging for the fences. Gucci Mane trying to come in with them body shots. Jackson not really caring much for that. Trying to end this fight early with that uppercut. Gucci Mane appears to be trying to play the long game with the stamina depletion, but he's depleting quite a lot of his own. He somewhat looks winded. Both men trading shots right there. Oh, catches Gucci with the pretty good right hook.
Shake it up. It's all right. It's all right.
Quinton appears to try to conserve some of his energy, but then just throws a huge haymaker out there. That appears to be his style. Catches him with the really good right hook. And a good left uppercut. Davis is stunned in the corner, trying to clinch, trying to guard. Rampage only sticking with one arm, not throwing combinations at all. Catching him with good hooks, though. Davis able to fight his way out of the corner and recover.
Oh, hands up.
Backs back up to the ropes. Body shot on Rampage. Sidestepping for these angles. Misses a clinch right there. Rampage not really guarding, trying to have a bit more, paying a bit more attention to his footwork than his guard. Misses with an overhand, gets caught with the left uppercut there. Doesn't appear to be fazed by it. Misses with a huge left uppercut, eats one for himself. Less than 10 seconds in the round. Will anybody be trying to steal it right now? What an exchange. That must have gone to Jackson. Let's go to the corners.
Okay, relax now. How you feeling in there? Just stay alert in here, okay? Just stay alert. I need you to come forward with your power hand more. All right? Cut them off. Listen, he's going to come forward this round. Keep that jab moving. Keep him away from it, all right? I need you to keep moving.
And here come the fighters, start of round 3. Meeting right up in the center of the ring again. Again, Jackson with that uppercut, really trying to catch Davis with his arms down. Has not really set up anything to lay a trap for Davis to give him any reason to lay his arms down. Or guard the body.
Just like that, just like that.
Davis is backing up, not really having, neither fighter's having tremendous success right now. Going for body shots and headshots. They're really throwing out the biggest power shots they have.
You're still not moving enough. Come on, now move.
That was a pretty good jab by Jackson. Nice left hook. Braddock trying to weave in.
Left and right. Come on, baby.
Neither fighter appears to be throwing out combinations right now. That could be the key into winning this fight. They may not be as skilled in that portion of boxing as they ought to be. They're just going for power shots. One big haymaker after the other, just going for the knockout. But this is heavyweights. That typically is the moneymaker. That really pleases the crowd is when somebody does indeed get knocked down or knocked out.
Punch, that's it.
But they need to focus on victory right now. They need to focus on the correct tactic and strategy to beat their opponent. Gucci Mane went for a clinch right there. Coming up on the end of round 3, with Gucci Mane in the corner, this might be another Jackson round. Let's go to the corners.
Kid, you know you need to throw more punches out there. You got it. He's out working. You're stronger than him. I don't know what to say. Just keep it up. Just keep it up. That's it now, all right? It's nice work out there. Just keep fighting smart, keep busy. Don't take a break with this guy, you hear me?
Jackson's trainer really satisfied with his performance. Teddy's scorecard has all 3 rounds given to Jackson despite that first round stun that he experienced. And now Davis nearly going down to the mat, clinches to try to save himself, backs up, keeping his guard up, has a lot of space behind him, back at the ropes now. Seems to have recovered, but that was a huge shot. Davis can't seem to get out of the corner. Well, that would have been a tremendous uppercut had it connected, although Jackson did connect with another one. Gucci Mane has not moved from that spot, although he's trying to get out now. Jackson backs up after taking that hit. Now puts himself in the corner. Trading shots. Really good left hook by Jackson. A really good right hook right back at you by Davis. What a good weave. That was a tremendous counter punch by Gucci Mane. Jackson still standing, though, still composed, although he is backing up to the other side of the ring. These men are just really laying it into each other.
You're not focusing.
Jackson clinches now.
Focusing.
Gucci Mane's trainer's yelling that you're not focusing. I mean, he was able to fight himself off from a knockdown. Although missing completely, Jackson being a bit more patient. Keeping his guard up, keeping his head out of the way, weaving and whatnot to keep away from those punches. Letting Gucci Mane tire himself out. Oh, but then misses with a huge left uppercut. Catches one himself, but not a whole lot of weight behind it. Davis seems pretty fatigued.
I need you to focus for me.
Coming up at the end of round 4. Let us go to the corners. One last punch for good measure.
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. This is your night. Keep closing the gap. When you get close to him, fast combinations to the body. He doesn't like those shots to the body. Okay. All right, breathe. Deep breath. Deep breath. Get some more. You good? You all right? Now breathe for me. Now listen. You threw a wide punch and he caught you. So tighten up your punches, all right? Tighten them up.
Start of round 5. Again, both men charge out to the center of the ring. Jackson with these uppercuts, really telegraphing them. As he really winds up when he's going to throw. That was a pretty good uppercut by Davis. Gucci Mane eats a right hook. And these are all power shots, all power shots. All power shots all the time.
Focus.
Good overhand right by Gucci Mane. Jackson backing up, putting distance between him and Gucci Mane, perhaps just trying to reassess the situation, although eats a couple of 3 good shots. Catches him with a really good right uppercut. Gucci Mane in the corner, goes down to the mat. First knockdown of the fight, first knockdown of the tournament. Cuts on the inside, gets a body shot in. Gucci Mane goes right down to the mat, gets another one on the way down. Will he make it up? It took 5 rounds for a knockdown. And Gucci Mane is up at the count of 6. We go right back to the center of the ring. Gucci Mane throws those punches out, realizing they're not connecting, and then he backs up, but then eats another left hook.
Focus, come on.
Against the rope, struggling to stay up. Seems to have fought his way out of it.
Unload right now. More punches, baby. Punches and punches. Let's see it. Let the fist go. Let him go.
Another left uppercut by Jackson. Jackson really trying to go in for the kill here. Backing up to sort of regain some energy.
Uppercut.
Davis is hitting nothing but the guard. Blocks that overhand right. That would have been colossal. Survives round 5.
Relax. Fine. Now you're leaving yourself open now. You're throwing your punches. Okay, walk this guy down. Cut the ring off and throw some counters. Every time he tries to throw that right, slip to the side and counter. Listen, he's done. He is done. I want you to double him.
Start of round 6. And will be quite interesting and ironic if this is the round that Gucci Mane gets knocked out in, considering his trunks say Mr. Zone 6. That would be very appropriate. It would be even more appropriate if he got the victory in this round. This may have been the round he's been waiting for. He seems to be connecting a bit more. Jackson noticing, backing up to the corner and against the ropes. Nice little jabber straight there. Ooh, ducks under that hook. Connecting with a bit more shots this round, Gucci Mane is. Didn't have the right angle on that uppercut. And Jackson missing with his.
Still not. Keep moving your head. Come on, keep moving.
Gucci Mane doing quite better this round with offense and defense. Although catches a pretty good hook there and an uppercut. This might be where Jackson kicks it up a notch. Waited for the second half of the round. We are more than halfway done with this fight. But will he make it to the end? He may not. This may be past or beyond where he's been before. He probably always ends it in 6 rounds or less. We may make it past to the 7th. I believe both men missed with their shots there, although Gucci just caught an uppercut. Less than 10 seconds left. I have to say that was a better round for Gucci Mane. Let's go to the corners.
Let's keep working behind the jab, okay? Work that jab, then right hook to the body, then left hook to the head, all right? Body, head. Okay, now we work. Good job. Now we at work, man. Here you go. We can start throwing punches and punches.
Start of round 7. Gucci Mane's trainer very satisfied with the performance of that last round. We are now in round 7. Gucci Mane still somewhat performing a bit better, but definitely needs to play it somewhat safer. Definitely needs to conserve his energy and really pick his shots, as he's going far too hard. Oh, what a right hook! And Gucci goes right to the mat. Misses with that left jab. Gets caught right on the temple. Falls down to the mat. Will he make it up? This is the second knockdown. And he makes it up. Up at the count of 5.
Keep moving, come on, man.
His trainer telling him to keep moving. It looks like he's fighting on instincts at this point. He may be ready to go again. He's trying so hard, gets caught with an uppercut stun, and once again gets knocked down to the mat. Cuts through his guard, pushes his arm out of the way, and at the same time knocks him down. This is the 3rd knockdown that Davis has. Trying to get up once again. And he falls back down. The referee, that is it. Gucci Mane has been knocked out in the 7th round. Unable to continue. And with that, we complete the first round, or rather the first fight of the Custom Boxer Bare Knuckle Tournament 2nd edition. What an unbelievable fight. Although that is quite interesting that all three judges had round 6 going to Jackson, regardless of how well his trainer felt he performed. But with that being said, because it was a knockdown, you ought to know at this point that a knockdown counts as 4 So we will give Rampage Jackson that golden, glorious, well-earned, well-deserved 4 points, which represent a KO. If it's a judge's decision, we will input the judge's scorecard scores here. But seeing as it's a knockout, we can't put letters. We have to put 4, which I consider to be a knockout. With that, Quentin Rampage Jackson moves on to the semifinals of his group, and he will fight the winner of Freddy Krueger and Popeye the Sailor Man. So I'm so excited to get this tournament, the second edition, back underway. Thank you so much for joining me in the kickoff of our tournament. I'm so excited to see who's going to be the winner of this. So with that being said, thank you all to those who came to check out my video, for watching my video. I appreciate all the views, notoriety I can get. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And as always, take care and God bless.